welcome to SMK PPG Dalam. I'm Nikhamogolo Zagoto. I'm a student for PPG Daljab 2023, and today I will take a video for UKIN. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Well, thank you. I can see from your face you're really happy, you're really glad, and you're really fresh to face or to study today. Well, before we are going to continue our study, and before that, it's quite better if we surrender to in the hands of God. And is there anyone who wants to pray? Vivianis. Yes.
Mari kita bersatu di dalam doa. Menjadi sumber menghidupkan ke dalam tanganmu, di mana Engkau menyertai kami sejak dari kami kepada Sang Agung. Pasang sebagai nama Tuhan, mengucapkan kepada Yesus Kristus, juru selamat menghidupkan kesesakan dalam dia. Amin.
Vivianis has been with us in praying to God today. And before we are going to continue our study, this is to strengthen you are in loving our country, that is Indonesia. Is there anyone to lead us? Priska, please.
Berkibarlah benderaku, 3, 2, ya.
Berkibarlah benderaku, lambang suci gagah perwira di seluruh rakyat Indonesia. Kau tetap pujaan bangsa. Siapa berani menurunkan engkau, serta rakyatmu membela sang merah putih yang perwira, berkibarlah selama-lamanya.
Well, thank you very much for your friends, especially Indonesian. And before we are going to continue our study, I would like to check your preparation. For example, prepare your book and your ballpoint and whatever you are preparing right now to make sure you are ready to study today. Well, before we are going to continue our study, I would like to check your attendance list. If I call your name, please raise your hand and say present, sir. David,
Present, sir.
Edith,
Present, sir.
Jelita,
Present, sir.
Leo,
Present, sir.
Melvin,
Present, sir.
Novalianus, Reja,
Present, sir.
Priska,
Present, sir.
Sekar,
Present, sir.
Persin,
Present, sir.
Lufianis.
Present, sir.
Well, thank you so much. Well, the purposes of your study today, there are 3. First is the students must be good ability in identifying and then to analyze, and then to make and to present. That is about public notice. Before we are going to learn about new material today, I would like to show you the example or one things that make sure you can understand what is the public notice. Artikel pesan misalnya di sini. Ini apa? Dilarang berenang. Kalau yang ini dilarang merokok, no smoking. Kalau ini
Dilarang makan dan minum.
iya. Kalau di bawahnya belum pernah melihat ya. Pernah ke SPBU? Pernah mengisi bensin?
Pernah.
Ini no flammable goods. Artinya barang atau cepat terbakar. Dan ini dilarang membawa
Durian.
Kemudian yang ini dilarang berisi atau menghasilkan suara. Kalau ini
Dilarang memasang sembarangan.
kalau yang ini area CCTV. Kalau yang ini
Dilarang masuk.
dilarang masuk. Kalau yang ini kalau yang well, you already see there are some example of about notice. Now, I would like to ask you to watch what exactly the notice itself. Now, watch the video.
You probably have seen the sign before. Kamu mungkin pernah melihat lampu ini sebelumnya. Dan kemungkinan besar kamu melihatnya di tempat parkir. Ya, karena ini adalah lampu area parkir. Nah, karena yang mask. Lalu, bagaimana dengan lampu yang ini? Dan yang ini? Apakah kamu pernah melihatnya sebelumnya? Nah, di video ini
Well, in this section,
sign
you
and
watch this
notice.
video and then write down the important things that has been described in this video.
Sign and notice.
For example,
Comment.
sign or notice can be used. There are four. For example, information, a comment, a question, and condition. See the example.
Penjelasan bisa digunakan sebagai yang pertama untuk menunjukkan informasi, yang kedua
For example, information, a comment, a question, and condition. See
sampul
the
dan
example.
pernyataan bisa digunakan sebagai yang pertama untuk menunjukkan informasi, yang kedua digunakan sebagai perintah, yang ketiga sebagai peringatan, dan yang keempat menunjukkan sebuah larangan. Contohnya rambu yang satu ini, kira-kira fungsinya sebagai apa? Ya, rambu ini menunjukkan informasi di mana letak area parkir. No right turn or do not turn right. No right turn or do not turn right. Dilarang belok kanan. No left turn or
Tell us what you get in this video. Sekar,
Important is no cell phone use, dilarang main HP, dilarang menggunakan HP, no entry, dilarang masuk, and information, informasi, comment, perintah, caution, peringatan, prohibition, larangan, parking lot, tempat parkir, smell, next also.
well, thank you very much for your friends, Karula. already tell us about something important based on the video they are already watched. That is the kind of notice. So to make sure you are really, or to make sure you can identify, you can analyze, and you can create and present or presentation later on, I would like to present to you our material today. That is public notice. You already watch and you already identify the kinds of notice. For example, information, common, caution, what again? Prohibition, and the last one is warning. So what is the public itself? Form of functional text used as instruction or guidance to someone doing or not doing something. Ini public notice ini untuk menyampaikan kepada seseorang untuk tidak melakukan atau melakukan. For example, no smoking. No smoking. It means that do not do. It means do not do. Ya, dilarang merokok. Jangan merokok. If I say park here, maka silakan parkir di sini. That is. So, what is the social function of this public notice? There are 6 social functions. For example, to give an instruction, to instruct people, to give information, to inform people, to give direction. Now, the characteristic of this notice. First is short text, and then easy to understand, and then mostly use image. Yang pertama, teksnya pendek. Kemudian apa lagi? Mudah dipahami. For example, caution, wave flow. Peringatan, lantai basah. Structure of notice. Ada struktur kebahasaannya, yaitu attention gather, ya, kemudian information dan closure. Nah, jadi di attention gather itu ada yang namanya ekspresi atau frasa yang digunakan di sana. Seperti yang tadi, warning, caution, nah itu termasuk. And then the language feature of notice. For example is using imperative. Ini menggunakan kata perintah. Misalnya, tutup pintu, close the door, open the door. Ya, mostly use imperative. And then using declarative, and then spoken in the written language. If only written, we already watched the written. For example, like question that is already written down. So that's next is kind of public notice. Now, this is the example of notice common. Common sentence are used when you are telling someone to do something. For example, notice keep this door closed. Pemerintah. Caution is a formal warning that is given to a person who has admitted to offense. It is usually used to remind person or reader to be more careful. Informasi, misalnya authorized personnel only. Kemudian prohibition. Prohibition is the action of forbidding or inhibiting or forbidding, for instance, terrorists to do something. And the last one is warning. Usually refers to a message informing of danger. It can be in both written and spoken form. Well, to make sure you understand what we already done, I would like to divide the paper. It's already prepared by me. Melvin, Novralianus, Reja, Rizka, Udrianus. Now, please look your paper. Perhatikan, paper kamu itu di tanganmu. Perhatikan ya. Itu A, B, C, dan D. Ya kan? Ada A, B, dan C. Nah, caranya atau instruksinya di sini, nanti akan saya scan, tetapi pada saat misalnya jawaban nomor 1, ya, maka dia berdiri karena begini. Sudah? Kalau misalnya dia jawabannya C, maka diputarnya begini C. Wajib sejajar dengan ini. Paham ya? Paham ya? Oke. Kemudian nggak boleh miring-miring ya. Wajib ditegakkan. Misalnya nomor 1 saya pilihnya C, maka saya mau begini C. Nanti saya scan di sini. Otomatis nanti nilainya masuk ke sana. Di kuis. Paham ya?
Paham.
Oke. Soal nomor 1, hanya 30 detik ya. Yang mana di situ? Perhatikan di depan. Ayo. Ya. Ya. Namanya Oke, sudah ya. Pertanyaan selanjutnya. Kiranya cerita versinya yang di bawah masih lagi dalam perjuangan. Oke, pertanyaan berikutnya sudah. Apa ini? What kind of this notice? Gimana? Sudah? Sudah. Sudah siap? Oke. Bagus kan? Ayo. Come on. Sudah? For this, we currently, how unfortunately. Ready? Okay. Okay. We'll already do first assignment. Now, the last assignment to you is to make a project. What kind of the project? Is about public notice. Now I would like to arrange you or to make you in a group. Saya akan bagi dalam kelompok. I would like to divide this member in 3 groups. First group is 1, 2, 3, 4. The second group is 1, 2, 3, and the third group is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now please arrange your group like from the beginning. First group, that is, you may public notice about in the school. How to make it? Bagaimana cara membuatnya? You can print out and then you cut and then you tick or stick in a paper. Caranya, kamu boleh cetak ini, kemudian kamu tempelkan di karton atau di kertas manila, dan setelah itu kamu presentasikan. Nah, what are you going after you do the public notice? That is, you understanding each picture you are going to do. You have to explain it in English. You have to train your English ability in speaking. Ya. Kamu harus belajar untuk berbicara dengan menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Well, that's all for today. And if there are any questions, you might ask right now. Please raise your hand. And if there is nothing, we can close our meeting today by taking prayer together, which is leading by Leo, and then we can go. Well, that's all for today. I would like to remind you to do your homework. That is our project. That is create a public notice, and then tomorrow we are going to present one by one, or each group of you will present in front of class. That's all for today. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, bye. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, thank you. I can see from your face you are really fresh today and you are ready to study. Well, today we are going to continue our study about making project. That is about the public notice that has been divided in 3 groups. First is in the school, in the airport, and the last one is in the zoo. So today, this is the time to create, and after that we present our result of our project. So I hope you already finish it in your home with working together with your member of group. Now I would like to give you time to finish it to those group who didn't still finish their project. I give you time to continue to make your project. Please do it. Student, have you done your project?
Yes, sir. Finish.
Okay, if you already done your project, now this time I give you time to present your project, what you have done. Now we would like to present first group. First group is project about making public notice in the school. Now this time I give you time to present your project, what you have done. Now we would like to present first group. First group is project about making public notice in the school. Now I give you time to present in front of class.
Well, thank you very much for the time that giving to us to present our project making about my. Well, thank you very much thank you very much for the time that giving to us to present our project about making public notice in the school. First picture, first picture is information. It means that all the time the students must use face mask when entering the school to avoid coronavirus. Second picture is prohibition. It means that must be turned off their cellular phones before entering school building. Their picture is information. It means that to make sure all the students' safety, they must follow the rules there are. All the visitors must be reported to reception. Using camera is prohibited. Smoking is prohibited. No dogs allowed, and in this area CCTV always in operation that can record all the activity. Fourth picture is information. It means that all the guests who want to visit school must be checked in at front desk. Fifth picture is prohibition. It means that the teacher, guests, in even the student are not allowed to bring drugs, alcohol, weapon, and bully free school zone. That's all the way.
Well, thank you for first group. Now give applause to them. Well, now we would like to invite the second group to present their project. Please in front of class.
public notice in the airport. Number one, first feature is prohibition. Restricted area, airport property authorized personnel only. It means that only the worker or employee that can be pass their area and restricted to any who employee there. Number two, second feature is information. It means that anyone who wants to visit airport must wear mask and keep distance about 6 feet from the other to avoid coronavirus. Number three, third feature is prohibition. It means that in their area prohibited to use or breathing the gun or firearms to avoid crime. Number four. Fourth feature is prohibition. It means that the flight area the cannot be drone flying because it can cause a big disaster. Fifth feature is prohibition. It means that airport property no one can violate or make a crime or break the things because if that is happen then you get punishment or go to the jail.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the second group to present their project. Now, giving applause to them.
Thank you very much for the time that giving to us to present our project about making public notice in the zoo. Number one, first feature is warning. It means that please keep distance to the animal because they can bite or kill anyone who stay close to them. Number two, second feature is warning. It means that keep distance to the animal because it will animal can make a serious bite if you are not follow the instruction. Number three, third, third feature is prohibition. It means that do not feed to animal because it is high risk can be happen if the animal poisoned from the food. Number four, fourth feature is caution. It means that do not touch the animal because it can bite you. Number five, fifth feature is information. It means that always keep your hands off fingers when you try to feed the animal. Wash your hand and do not climb on fins. Be kind and gentle to animals and have fun.
Well, that's all that can be presented by the last group or the third group. Now, please give applause to them. Well, thank you very much. You can take a seat. Well, thank you very much for all of you group. You already done your project, especially for the first group, second group, and the third group. You already done your project, and I really appreciate it. And I hope what you have done, you can apply it in your daily life, especially in the school. Yeah. For example, when you go to school, please do not use your phone if only your teacher didn't allow you to turn on or use your phone. And then you have to follow the regulation that has been regulated by the school, especially when you entering the school, you have to follow the discipline, and you are not allowed to come late, and you are not allowed to absent for every day. You have to follow it, and do not make any crime or any mistakes to your friends and to your teacher. And also, all the project you have done, you can apply it because this project it is important. You know, not all of us here can be understand every public notice they are faces. For example, in the airport there are some prohibition, there are some warning and caution that all the passenger can be restricted or they can be make a distraction of that. So I hope so. What you have done today, you can use it with your skill of doing everything every day. Well, before we are going to close our meeting today, I would like to ask some of you to give a review for what we have done today. Is there anyone who wants to answer? Yes, of course.
Thank you for today's lesson. Uh, Very fun inte- and interesting because today's learning uses technological methods. Uh, Methods set as laptop and photos.
Well, that's all for today, and thank you very much for your attention to follow our meeting class today. And I hope so. For the next meeting, we can continue this one to make sure our whole learning process more interesting. Good morning.